Welcome back, beautiful people. It's time for another episode of Trey the Terrible Collector. On today's episode of Trey the Terrible Collector, we are going to be discussing the mutant master of magnetism, Magneto.
X-Men, welcome to die.
If you remember way back in Series 1, we unboxed this version of Magneto. He is particularly cool for having real magnets in his body that make the little accessories stick to him, sometimes. They have lost a little bit of their gusto over the years, but still works pretty good. He has a removable helmet, which looks really cool, and the fabric cape, which was the style at the time. If you ever saw the old Batman and Superman figures, they all had this fabric cape, a little clip-on thing. Very cool figure, but not very intimidating. Today, we're going to be unboxing the second version of Magneto. Now, this Magneto looks awesome. He on the box, he's shooting a gun, which seems pretty strange and out of character, but he's just imposing. He looks really cool. On the back, it says that he's got a spark action. We'll see if that works. I know the Storm figure spark action didn't work. The box itself is in really good shape, so I should probably feel bad about opening it up, but I don't. Oh, nice. The paper's still stuck to the back. That's a nice touch. That never happens. The first thing that you'll see is we have a Psylocke trading card. So we'll get to that here in a moment. Also, you couldn't really tell when the blister, the bubble was on the pack, but his cape looks awesome and dynamic and interesting, which you'll see actually in the figure itself here. Go ahead and open him up. This figure has a cool plastic sculpted cape, much more like the Mr. Sinister that we opened up a couple of weeks ago. He's imposing, dynamic. His helmet is a little bit smaller, so he doesn't look clunky. He looks great. Good articulation, bends at the knees. Also, his head turns, which is kind of cool. His helmet doesn't come off, but I don't think that's a flaw, really. Like, I don't think I need to see the 70-year-old man version of Magneto. It's a lot cooler to see him with this kind of stuff. Now, on the back, there's a lever and like a wheel. It looks like it's almost a lighter. Let's see if it works. Ah! It does! Well, I'll be damned. Cool. That's really sweet. I've never seen this figure in the person, so it's kind of exciting for me. It does not work when his cape is on. The button pushes through a little bit, but it obviously can't pull it. But that's just really cool. He comes with a little tiny machine gun, just in case he forgot how to use his magnetic powers. I think he looks amazing. I think he looks really cool. He stands quite a bit taller than the others. He looks like a formidable villain for the X-Men. But now that we've got that unboxed, that brings us to
the first thing that most people notice when you look at Psylocke is her physical appearance. She's not wearing a lot of clothes, and she is not hiding a lot of it. The last thing that you would think of is that her history is related to a ton of really messed up body horror. At one point, she was kidnapped by Mojo and Spiral and had her eyeballs replaced with cameras that were used to create television shows for his interdimensional craziness. And at one point, she had her body replaced and swapped with a mutant assassin known as Quanon. She actually inhabited this body for decades and only recently was able to go back into her own body.
All right, the more you know. Um, you have it all in front of you. We've gotten to the end of the X-Men Series 2 Toy Biz Uncanny X-Men line. It looks really fucking dope having them all out here together. Sorry for cussing, but this is very exciting for me. Uh, Standout figures, Sauron, I think, and Iceman really stand out above the others for having something very cool and different and unique that they're doing. The Magneto is a really cool touch, and the Weapon X Wolverine is really awesome, especially seeing him compared to the others. Um, we have reached the end of series 2, but we're not going to jump into series 3 yet. I think for our next episode, we'll start the X Force line, which came out at the same time. We'll probably be doing 2 figures at a time for that series, so the episodes will be a little bit longer, but we'll be plowing through them, checking out all the new figures. So thank you so much for staying tuned. This has been really awesome. Make sure you like and subscribe and leave a comment in the comments section if you feel so inclined. And let your friends know if you think that they'd like watching a middle aged man open up toys that he played with when he was 30 years younger. This is the show for them. So, y'all have been wonderful. I have been terrible. I'll see you again soon.